Under the relentless sun of Los Angeles, Posey descends from the aircraft, a beacon of poised arrival amidst the chaotic symphony of the airport. Her AI-enhanced smartwatch catches the sunlight, a subtle flash of futuristic sophistication. Wrapped in a chic trench coat, she navigates the bustling terminal, her satchel a steadfast companion. The airport teems with frenetic energy, a stark contrast to Posey's composed demeanor. Each step she takes is a stride into the unknown, her future, unwritten, in the sprawling city of angels. The vibrant pulse of Los Angeles envelops her, promising both challenge and opportunity in equal measure. Posey arrives in her hotel room, the silence broken only by the rustle of her suitcase. She begins to unpack, her smartwatch illuminating with details from the Black Dahlia case. The screen of her watch shows LAPD files from the 1940s. A vintage television flickers, casting shadows across the room with news reports from 1947. In the heart of Leimert Park, Posey stands where shadows of the past linger. A glance at her smartwatch unveils a chilling augmented reality, the ghost of a crime scene superimposed onto the present. The AI's overlay merges a historical crime scene photograph with the present-day location. Past and present collide in a haunting juxtaposition. The ghostly image of the crime scene blends seamlessly with the everyday life of the neighborhood. Posey is surrounded by towering stacks of forgotten cases. Her smartwatch glows, a beacon of modern technology amid the aged documents. The device hums softly, deciphering secrets lost to time. Names and dates flicker across the screen, weaving a thread through the decades. The past whispers its secrets to the present. The Los Angeles street glistens under the veil of night, shadows stretching long from the Biltmore Hotel's luminous glow. Elizabeth Short, soon to be known as the Black Dahlia, walks with a dark-haired man, their figures stark against the vibrant yet ominous backdrop. The air is thick with anticipation, the city lights painting a glamorous facade over the dark secrets lurking beneath. The Biltmore Hotel looms large, its opulent facade a stark contrast to the vulnerability of the figures passing by. In the heart of 1947 Los Angeles, a fateful walk unfolds, unaware of the tragic destiny that awaits. The night whispers secrets, the city lights bearing witness to a moment frozen in time, forever haunting the streets of Los Angeles. The Biltmore Hotel bar pulses with life, its air thick with smoke and intrigue. Amidst the smoky haze, Elizabeth Short's beauty shines, a striking contrast in the dimly lit bar. Across from her sits a dark-haired man, their drinks untouched between them, a silent prelude to conversation. The dark-haired man shifts, his eyes meeting Elizabeth Short's across the table. Elizabeth Short's expression remains unreadable as she looks at the dark-haired man. The smoky atmosphere swirls around them, adding to the mystery of their clandestine meeting. In the chilling quiet of morning, a jogger's run turns to horror as they halt, transfixed by an unspeakable sight. The jogger's moment of stunned silence shatters as they bolt, a desperate sprint for help. The morning's tranquility is ripped apart by the piercing wail of sirens, announcing the arrival of law enforcement. Grim-faced officers emerge, their expressions mirroring the gravity of the scene before them. Yellow tape unfurls, a stark barrier sealing off the area as the initial steps of the investigation begin. The investigation commences, a somber quest for answers in the heart of Leimert Park. In the sterile heart of the 1947 LAPD forensic lab, somber detectives gather around a cold stainless steel table. The air hangs heavy with the scent of blood and formaldehyde, a grim testament to the scene before them. Under the harsh light, Elizabeth Short lies pale and still, a stark contrast to the sterile lab. One detective, his face a mask of grim professionalism, adjusts his tie, fighting back the horror. The gruesome scene unfolds, an unbearable sight against the clean, indifferent backdrop of the lab. The lab stands as a silent witness, its sterile environment amplifying the tragedy of Elizabeth Short. Posey strides purposefully towards the grand entrance of the Los Angeles Public Library, sunlight dancing off the glass doors. She raises her wrist, the sleek smartwatch gleaming as she taps into the annals of history. The smartwatch illuminates her focused expression as she accesses historical records and newspaper articles with ease. With a few taps, the library's vast archives are at her fingertips, ready to unlock secrets of the past. Bathed in the soft glow of sunlight, Posy sits immersed in a world of forgotten stories. She pores over yellowed newspaper clippings, her brow furrowed with intense focus. Posy traces the delicate features of Elizabeth Short, a faint smile gracing her lips. Lost in thought, Posy imagines Elizabeth Short's dreams and desires. The hushed whispers of the library fade as Posy delves deeper into the mystery. The sun blazes over a vibrant Hollywood street, a beacon of dreams in the 1940s. Elizabeth Short moves through the throng, each step echoing her burning aspirations. Hope glimmers in Elizabeth Short's eyes, reflecting the golden promise of stardom. Elizabeth Short's youthful spirit shines against the backdrop of Hollywood's allure. In the dim solitude of her hotel room, Posy pores over crime scene photos, the smartwatch screen casting an eerie glow. Posy's brow furrows as she delves deeper into the macabre details, the images a stark contrast to the quiet room. The specters of the Black Dahlia and Jack the Ripper converge on the small screen, their legacies of violence haunting Posy's investigation. The intense focus etched on her face as she seeks to unravel the dark threads connecting past and present. Posy stands on the street, her gaze drawn upward to the imposing house. The house looms before her, a silent monolith from a dark past. An ominous shadow stretches from the house, blanketing the street in unease. Posy remains still, absorbing the chilling atmosphere of the place. In a flash of technological prowess, Posy's smartwatch AI conjures a digital ghost of George Hodel's basement, where the past and present collide. The virtual environment flickers to life, a chilling tableau pieced together from archived data and forensic whispers. Each digital brick and shadow echoes with the weight of untold stories, waiting to be unraveled. The simulation stands complete, a haunting reconstruction of a space steeped in mystery and dread. In the stark, dimly lit basement of 1947, a single bare bulb casts long, ominous shadows, revealing a scene of clandestine activity. A shadowy figure lurks over a makeshift operating table, the glint of surgical instruments hinting at sinister intentions. The metallic scent of blood hangs heavy in the air, heightening the sense of unease and dread that permeates the scene. The basement, a hidden world of illicit procedures, evokes a disturbing sense of secrecy and fear. The darkness conceals the full horror of the operation, leaving only glimpses of the macabre tableau. In the quiet of her hotel room, Posy sits bathed in the pale light of her laptop, a digital window opening onto the mysteries of the Black Dahlia. Her voice cuts through the digital static. Let's talk about the Black Dahlia. What can you tell me about the killer's psychological profile? Across the digital divide, the FBI profiler appears on the screen, ready to dissect the darkness. The profiler begins to outline the anatomy of a monster. Based on the evidence, the killer likely suffered from severe emotional disturbances. He continues with chilling precision. Obsessive tendencies, a need for control, and a deep-seated misogyny are highly probable. Posy walks along the Hollywood Walk of Fame, the echo of her footsteps a stark reminder of the city's vastness. A somber expression darkens her face, hinting at the hidden shadows beneath Hollywood's glittering surface. She reflects on the dark side of Hollywood glamour. The city stretches around her, a glittering facade hiding untold stories of ambition and despair. Inside the stark coroner's office, Posy dives deep into the autopsy report, a beacon of hope. Her smartwatch casts a glow, spotlighting discrepancies that could unravel everything. Each highlighted inconsistency is a breadcrumb in the silent room. The truth lurks beneath the surface, waiting to be revealed by Posy's relentless pursuit. In the stark autopsy room of 1947, the air is thick with unspoken dread. Medical examiners, faces grim, begin their meticulous examination. The silence in the room is broken only by the clink of instruments. Each movement is precise, as they work with solemn dedication. In the quiet of his hotel room, Posey is consumed by the mysteries of the past. He studies George Hodel's letters with a focused gaze. His eyes dart between the digitized note and the photographs. Posey meticulously compares handwriting samples, searching for a connection. Posey stands as a solitary figure against the backdrop of the sprawling Los Angeles skyline. The city lights twinkle like distant stars, yet Posey's face reveals a profound thoughtfulness. The weight of the case bears down on her as the elusive nature of truth mirrors the infinite expanse of the night sky. She seeks to grasp something just beyond her reach, as if the answers lie hidden among the stars. In the stark interrogation room, the clash of eras intensifies as Posey, adorned in vintage attire, faces a modern-day detective. Amidst the sterile setting, old documents and crime scene photos scatter across the table, bridging past mysteries with present investigations. Posey's expressive gestures fill the room as she passionately recounts her findings, each movement echoing the urgency of her tale. The weight of history hangs heavy as Posey's narrative unfolds, her every word painting vivid images of a bygone era's secrets and lies. In the dimly lit 1947 police station, a palpable sense of exhaustion hangs heavy in the air. Cigarette smoke swirls around the detectives as they grapple with the infamous Black Dahlia case. Crime scene photos and maps, marked with dead ends, plaster the walls, mocking their efforts. The weight of the unsolved case presses down on them, their brows furrowed in frustration. Each unanswered question deepens their desperation, the relentless pressure intensifying their resolve. The air is thick with unspoken fears as they confront the darkness of the unsolved mystery. In the dimly lit hotel room, Posey sits surrounded by scattered papers, lost in thought. She reviews witness statements on her tablet, seeking clarity in the chaos. Her smartwatch subtly highlights patterns and inconsistencies in the data, guiding her investigation. Shadows dance across the walls as Posey delves deeper, the room's dimness amplifying the mystery. The weight of the case settles upon her as Posey continues her relentless search for the truth. On a busy street corner, Posey stands resolute, the sun blazing down. Cars speed past, their horns a cacophony, yet Posey remains unmoved, her gaze fixed on the void. Her eyes, distant and lost, seek to conjure the spectral echoes of Elizabeth Short's final moments. She envisions Elizabeth Short's last known movements, her mind replaying a tragic history. The bustling city fades as she delves deeper into the enigma of the past. Posey stands as a solitary figure, consumed by the echoes of a bygone era. Amid the hushed grandeur of the Los Angeles Public Library, sunlight bathes Posey as she immerses herself in a sea of documents. Her brow furrows with intense concentration as Posey pores over files, each page drawing her deeper into the Cleveland torso murders. The scent of aged paper fills the air as Posey relentlessly searches for a connection to the enigmatic Black Dahlia case. Driven by quiet determination, Posey navigates through the labyrinth of historical crime, seeking a glimmer of truth. Sunlight streams down, casting long shadows as Posey continues her solitary quest, undeterred by the library's silence. The 1930s Cleveland street is tainted with an eerie stillness, broken only by the mechanical clicks of cameras documenting the grim tableau. Investigators' faces reflect the somber weight of the torso murder, mirroring the city's despair. The clicking of camera shutters echoes like a metronome, marking time against a backdrop of hushed voices. Chalk outlines on the grimy streets tell a silent story of violence, each line a stark reminder of the lives torn apart. Evidence markers are scattered like fallen leaves, each one a piece of a puzzle that spells out horror. The scene is a macabre painting, splashed across the canvas of Cleveland's underbelly, a stark reminder of the darkness that lurks. In the dim light of her hotel room, Posey sits surrounded by files and fragmented pieces of a haunting puzzle. She delicately holds a plastic bag containing a fragment of Elizabeth Short's dress, a tangible link to the past. Posey's smartwatch illuminates with glowing DNA sequences as it races to unearth hidden connections in the digital abyss. The smartwatch screen compares the sample against a vast database, each match a potential step closer to the truth. The evidence bag catches the light, highlighting the delicate fabric that once draped Elizabeth Short. Posy's determination deepens as she seeks justice for a mystery shrouded in shadows. Under the radiant sun, Posy wanders through the Hollywood cemetery, the polished marble of the tombstones gleaming. Posy halts before a tombstone, the names of forgotten stars catching the light. A melancholic expression settles on Posy's face as she contemplates the ephemeral nature of fame. Lost in thought, Posy's eyes reflect a deep understanding of fortune's fleeting embrace. The cemetery stands silent, a testament to dreams both realized and faded, as Posy observes. In the hallowed halls of justice, Posy's presence fills the room as she watches the Black Dahlia case unfold. Her gaze remains fixed, a silent observer amidst the legal arguments and witness testimonies. Her expression, a mask of inscrutability, hints at the depths of her thoughts as the trial proceeds. Within the courtroom's tense atmosphere, Posy's intense focus could tip the scales of justice. Sunlight pierces the courtroom, casting an eerie glow on the sea of faces, each a mask of sorrow and morbid fascination. Whispers echo through the packed courtroom as lawyers huddle in dark corners, their hushed tones pregnant with anticipation. A sense of overwhelming grief permeates the courtroom, hanging heavy as the weight of the Black Dahlia case settles upon every soul present. Dust motes dance in the sunlit air, each a tiny witness to the somber drama unfolding within the courtroom walls. The air is thick with anticipation, as the courtroom awaits the unfolding of a grim chapter in the city's history. In the charged atmosphere, the collective sorrow and morbid curiosity of the spectators create a palpable tension. In the dim confines of her hotel room, Posy sits cloaked in the soft glow of a laptop, her gaze intense as she delves into digital depths. The screen reveals a haunting title: 2025 FBI Report, Black Dahlia Case, beckoning her into a labyrinth of secrets and shadows. The smartwatch subtly highlights key phrases and images, each detail a breadcrumb in her relentless pursuit of truth. Her focus sharpens as she navigates through the digital document, each line drawing her deeper into the mysteries of the Black Dahlia case. The laptop's glow casts dancing shadows on her face, illuminating the determination etched in every line as she continues her digital quest. Under the starlit sky of the Hollywood Bowl, Posy immerses herself in the vibrant symphony of music, a temporary escape from her relentless pursuit of truth. The rhythms wash over her, each note a soothing balm to her weary spirit. Lost in the moment, the weight of her investigation momentarily lifts. A fleeting sense of peace settles over Posy as she allows the music to envelop her. Inside the Los Angeles Museum of Art, Posy wanders through the exhibit, her gaze sweeping across the artwork and informational displays. Posy stops, captivated by a photograph of a bustling 1940s street scene. She lingers, absorbing every detail of the vintage clothing and household items on display. The historical context of the case envelops her completely. Posy remains immersed in the past, surrounded by echoes of a bygone era. In the bustling 1940s art gallery, champagne flutes chime amid the lively chatter. Amid the opulent gowns of Hollywood elites, young Elizabeth Short stands out in her simple elegance. Elizabeth subtly watches both the artwork and the gallery's attendees. A hint of ambition glimmers in Elizabeth's eyes as she takes in the scene. Inside the dimly lit hotel room, Posy is absorbed in meticulous work. Her face is etched with concentration. Tiny bags of concrete dust are meticulously labeled, a silent testament to her relentless pursuit of truth. She taps at her smartwatch, its screen displaying a complex analysis, a digital eye scrutinizing every detail. The watch pings, a digital echo comparing the dust from Elizabeth Short's body to samples taken from Hodel's basement. Posy walks purposefully through the heart of downtown Los Angeles, her eyes scanning the towering architecture. The city's skyline stretches out before her, a tapestry of steel and glass reflecting the vibrant energy below. She pauses, absorbing the symphony of urban life, a moment of quiet contemplation amid the city's relentless pace. The air buzzes with the distant hum of traffic and the lively chatter of passers-by, each sound a note in the city's constant song. Posy's expression softens as she takes in the details of the bustling city. She breathes deeply, embracing the energy and diversity that define the vibrant metropolis. In the hushed darkness of the theater, Posy sits, captivated by the silver screen's glow. The classic 1940s film dances with light and shadow, showcasing Hollywood's golden age. Posy is lost in a reverie, envisioning Elizabeth Short's shimmering dreams of stardom. The silver screen's reflection shimmers in Posy's eyes, mirroring her own burning longing and fierce determination. The theater embraces Posy in its silent promise of dreams yet to be realized. The flickering images fuel Posy's resolve, igniting a renewed spark within her soul. The silver screen flickers, casting a soft glow over the opulent movie theater. Young Elizabeth Short sits wide-eyed, lost in the cinematic spectacle. The scent of buttered popcorn fills the air, heightening the anticipation. Hollywood dreams, dance, and shimmer before Elizabeth's captivated gaze. In the dim solitude of his hotel room, Posy sits hunched over toxicology reports, the weight of the night pressing in. Illuminated by a dim lamp, Posy's brow furrows as he absorbs the chilling details within the documents. Posy stops abruptly, his eyes fixated on a single, damning line. A grim expression slowly spreads across Posy's face as the truth begins to dawn. Posy mutters to himself, the revelation heavy on his tongue. Barbiturates in Elizabeth Short's system. The weight of the discovery settles upon Posy, casting a long shadow over his weary face. The Los Angeles nightclub pulses with neon energy, its vibrant lights casting a hypnotic spell on Posy as she pauses at the entrance. The thumping bass reverberates through the night, beckoning Posy into a world of fleeting connections and hidden desires. In her mind's eye, Elizabeth Short dances through the same glittering scene, her youthful energy and dreams swirling beneath the electric sky. Posy envisions Elizabeth Short amid the revelry, the siren call of the nightclub echoing through the decades. In the heart of a Los Angeles record store, Posy stands, a solitary figure amidst towering shelves of vinyl, her touch light and reverent. Immersed in the warm, crackling embrace of 1940s jazz, she lets the nostalgic melody envelop her senses. The music's rhythm courses through her, painting a serene smile upon her lips, a moment of pure, unadulterated bliss. Time stands still as Posy remains, lost in the timeless echoes of jazz, her expression a portrait of peaceful reverie. Bathed in the golden glow of a bygone era, Elizabeth Short explores the trove of records, her face softened by a delicate smile. She delicately flips through the records, each touch a dance with history, each melody a whispered secret. Lost in the music, Elizabeth's smile deepens, her spirit resonating with the soulful tunes of the 1940s. The crackling warmth of the music envelops her, a comforting embrace in the bustling store. In her hotel room, Posy is surrounded by a fortress of files, lost in the labyrinth of old police reports. The glow from her smartwatch casts an eerie light on her face as she delves deeper into the mystery of 1947. Her fingers dance across the screen, each tap a step closer to unraveling the secrets hidden within anonymous calls. She meticulously traces each call, searching for a thread that might lead her to the truth. Posy is determined to uncover the truth. In the Los Angeles park, Posy walks, lost in thought. The sunlight streams through the trees, illuminating Posy's face. Dappled shadows dance across her face as she reflects on the Black Dahlia case. The human tragedy of the case weighs heavily on Posy. Posy continues her solemn walk through the park. In the heart of the Los Angeles Library Archives, Posy stands hunched over a table, her brow furrowed in intense concentration. Sunlight pierces through the tall windows, casting a golden glow on the scene as Posy traces the faded ink lines of aged maps. Hope and frustration flicker across Posy's face as she seeks a vital clue hidden within the library's vast collection. The weight of the unsolved crime bears down on Posy as she remains absorbed in the labyrinth of historical records. Los Angeles, 1940s. A bustling street teeming with life, each person lost in their own world. Amidst the crowd, Elizabeth Short walks, a shadow among shadows, unnoticed and unknown. She blends seamlessly into the city's vibrant tapestry, her presence a fleeting whisper in the urban symphony. The city buzzes around her, indifferent to the dreams and secrets she carries within. Unseen, unheard, Elizabeth moves through Los Angeles, a ghost in her own life. Inside the confines of her hotel room, Posy sits under the stark light, surrounded by a sea of financial documents. The harsh glare of the desk lamp casts long shadows, highlighting her intense focus. She pores over the papers, her brow furrowed as she searches for a connection. The weight of the case presses down on her, each document a piece of the puzzle. She seeks a link between Elizabeth Short and the shadows that haunt her past. Posy drifts through the vibrant Los Angeles harbor, her eyes drawn to the infinite waters and sky-piercing cranes. She is lost in thought amid the lively port, contemplating the city's deep-rooted maritime past. The vast harbor stretches before her, a tapestry of human activity and maritime history as Posy pauses. The towering cranes loom over Posy, a stark contrast to the gentle lapping of waves against the docks. The harbor's sounds envelop her, a symphony of industry and nature blending into a moment of reflection. In the vibrant heart of Los Angeles, Posy and the witness sit amidst the lively clamor of a bustling restaurant. Sunlight bathes the scene, illuminating dust motes that dance like secrets in the air. Posy leans forward, her voice a low murmur against the backdrop of the restaurant's symphony. "Tell me again what you saw." The witness, visibly on edge, hesitates before revealing. I saw her, Elizabeth Short, with a man, a mysterious man." The restaurant's symphony fades into a hushed tension as the witness recounts the chilling encounter. In the dimly lit restaurant of the 1940s, secrets linger in every shadow. Elizabeth Short sits, poised and mysterious, across from an unknown man, their meeting veiled in secrecy. The man leans in, his words unheard, his presence adding to the clandestine atmosphere. A haze of cigarette smoke dances around them, obscuring truths and amplifying unspoken tensions. The weight of hushed conversations fills the air, a symphony of whispered secrets and concealed intentions. In the dim light of her hotel room, Posy studies the bone analysis reports, her brow furrowed in concentration. The stark clinical language of the report confirms Posy's deepest fears. Each line of the report reveals the horrific truth. Elizabeth Short suffered pre-mortem cuts. The weight of the evidence settles upon Posy, a palpable sense of dread filling the room. Posy's expression hardens, a grim determination igniting in her eyes. Fueled by the grim truth, Posy prepares to face the darkness ahead, her resolve unyielding. The Los Angeles skyline glitters, a million lights twinkling against the velvet night. Posy's silhouette stands stark against the glittering expanse, a lone figure lost in contemplation. Her gaze sweeps across the cityscape, her mind grappling with the secrets hidden beneath the city's glamorous facade. The city lights reflect in Posy's eyes, mirroring the complex thoughts swirling within. She is immersed in deep thought, pondering the enigmas that lie beneath the surface of the dazzling metropolis. Posy ambles quietly into the art gallery, her gaze sweeping over the walls adorned with the vibrant art of the 1940s. She pauses, drawn to a particular painting. She tilts her head, absorbing every brushstroke and color nuance. The gallery whispers, with hushed tones, a sanctuary from the city's distant clamor. Posy immerses herself in the artwork, seeking to unlock the cultural echoes of a bygone era. The painting seems to whisper secrets of the past to Posy, inviting her to listen intently. She loses herself in the moment, contemplating the untold stories behind the canvas. In the radiant 1940s art gallery, Elizabeth Short stands enraptured before a vibrant painting, her eyes mirroring its rich hues. The gallery buzzes with hushed murmurs as art enthusiasts gather around, their voices a soft symphony of appreciation and critique. Bathed in natural light, the artworks gleam, each canvas telling a silent story of passion and creativity. Elizabeth remains still, her reflection a fleeting presence amidst the timeless beauty of the art. The murmurs grow softer as the afternoon light casts long shadows, and the art gallery whispers with untold stories. In the dim light of her hotel room, Posy sits surrounded by crime scene photos, each a silent witness to unseen stories. The glow from Posy's smartwatch illuminates the room, revealing hidden details within the images. Posy's sharp eyes scan the photos, the smartwatch enhancing clues invisible to the naked eye. Subtle secrets emerge from the shadows as Posy delves deeper into the mysteries held within the photos. Bathed in the radiant Los Angeles sun, a serene suburb unfolds, its quiet streets echoing with untold stories. Posy wanders aimlessly through the neighborhood, her gaze sweeping across the houses. A wistful expression graces Posy's face, a silent question lingering in her eyes as she tries to imagine Elizabeth Short's life. The sun casts long shadows, adding depth to Posy's contemplation as she tries to envision a life once lived here. Memories of Elizabeth Short flicker in Posy's mind, a poignant reminder of dreams and destinies intertwined with the allure of Hollywood. The quiet suburb holds its breath, guarding secrets of a bygone era as Posy continues her thoughtful journey. Amidst the silent grandeur of the Los Angeles Historical Society, Posy delves into history, surrounded by towering books and the soft dance of sunlit dust. Bathed in the warm glow of sunlight, Posy is deeply engrossed in a faded photograph, her brow furrowed with intense focus. The weight of untold stories presses in as Posy continues her research, undeterred by the silence and the dust. Each document whispers secrets of the past as Posy meticulously uncovers the layers of history. Posy's mind races as she assembles a puzzle of forgotten events, trying to piece together a narrative lost to time. The air thickens with the scent of aged paper and untold stories as Posy edges closer to the long-forgotten truth. Los Angeles, 1940s. A bustling street scene comes to life, filled with the echoes of a bygone era. Amid the throng, Elizabeth Short moves with a quiet grace, almost invisible among the crowd. Each passerby is a story, a fleeting moment in the grand tapestry of the city. Elizabeth's presence, though subtle, hints at a destiny yet unwritten, a path yet untrod. The city's rhythm pulses around her, a symphony of ambition and anonymity. She continues her journey, unaware of the shadows that lurk just beyond the light. Inside the hotel room, Posy immerses herself in witness testimonies, her brow furrowed with intense concentration. The room is dimly lit, highlighting the subtle glow of her smartwatch as it uncovers discrepancies. She rereads each line, seeking clarity in the complex web of narratives. The weight of the unsolved mystery bears down on her, filling the room with tension. Her focus sharpens, determined to unravel the truth hidden within the testimonies. On the sun-kissed shores of Los Angeles, Posy begins her solitary walk, each step etching fleeting stories into the sand. The rhythmic pulse of the ocean mirrors her pensive mood as she turns her gaze toward the endless horizon. Lost in thought, Posy contemplates the mysteries that stir within the ocean's depths. The California sun casts a warm glow on Posy's face, accentuating her contemplative expression. Each wave whispers secrets as Posy continues her reflective walk along the tranquil beach. The vast ocean invites Posy into its embrace, promising solace and untold stories beneath its shimmering surface. Inside the bustling Los Angeles Museum, light floods the forensic exhibit, illuminating the cutting-edge techniques of crime investigation. Posy walks deeper into the exhibit, drawn by the allure of forensic science and its secrets. Informative displays reveal the intricate methods used to solve the most baffling crimes. She pauses, intrigued, as a holographic demonstration unveils the complex dance of DNA sequencing. The holographic DNA sequencing swirls before her, a mesmerizing glimpse into the microscopic world of evidence. She watches intently, captivated by the potential hidden within each strand of genetic code. In the 1940s laboratory, scientists busily conduct forensic tests. Beakers bubble ominously, releasing eerie vapors. Scientists peer intently through microscopes, seeking hidden truths. The rudimentary equipment reflects a bygone era of scientific pursuit. In the dim light of her hotel room, Posy sits surrounded by a sea of documents, her quest for answers consuming her. Posy pores over historical documents, searching for the faintest link between Elizabeth Short and George Hodel. Her brow furrows as she navigates the labyrinth of history, the weight of her investigation pressing down on her. The room falls silent as Posy continues her relentless pursuit, the truth lurking just beyond her grasp. In the heart of a sun-drenched Los Angeles park, Posy sits alone on a weathered bench, lost in thought. The dappled sunlight filters through the leaves, casting dancing shadows across her face as she contemplates. Her intense gaze is fixed on a worn file folder resting on her lap, hinting at the chilling mysteries within. The secrets of the Black Dahlia case weigh heavily on her as she sits in contemplation. In the grand Los Angeles library, sunlight paints the scene as Posy is deeply absorbed in her research. She pores over articles and biographies, her brow furrowed in concentration, the faces of young actors staring back. The sunlight illuminates dust motes. As Posy delves deeper, a sense of unease settling over her. Lost in the stories of ambitious actors now gone, Posy feels a growing unease. Los Angeles, 1940s. The sun beats down on a busy street, where dreams and shadows dance together. Elizabeth Short moves with a hopeful stride, her eyes sparkling with the promise of tomorrow. The bustling city fades behind her. Elizabeth Short's aspirations light her path forward. A young woman's journey begins in the radiant glow of Los Angeles, her heart full of unrealized dreams. In the dim light of the hotel room, Posy hunches over her laptop, the screen casting an eerie glow on her face. Lines of code and surveillance feeds dance across the screen. A digital labyrinth she navigates with practiced ease. Posy meticulously scrubs through the footage, her determination etched in every line of her face. She pauses, rewinds, zooms in, her relentless pursuit of overlooked details driving her forward. Amidst the silent city of the dead, Posy wanders, her sorrow a palpable shroud around her. She lingers at each gravestone, their cold surfaces softened by the vibrant offerings of love and memory. Kneeling, she traces the carved names, her touch a tender echo of promises whispered to the earth. In the heart of the cemetery, Posy's quiet remembrance binds her to those now resting in eternal peace. In the stark confines of the Los Angeles police station, Posy stands tall, her figure a beacon of resolve amidst the sterile surroundings. Her impassioned gestures cut through the air, each movement underscoring the gravity of her compelling narrative. Posy's voice fills the room, each word resonating with unshakable conviction. The modern-day detectives are seated, their faces a canvas of skeptical curiosity as they absorb Posy's insights. Their intent gazes betray a flicker of intrigue, drawn in by the force of Posy's conclusions. In this crucible of law and order, Posy's unwavering confidence plants the seeds of change. In the smoky haze of the 1947 police station, detectives gather, their faces mirroring the weight of unsolved cases. The air hangs thick with cigarette smoke, a suffocating blanket over the room. Their faces, etched with exhaustion and frustration, tell tales of sleepless nights and relentless pursuit. The weight of unsolved cases presses down on them, a silent testament to the darkness they confront daily. In the quiet of her hotel room, Posy meticulously folds each piece of clothing, a silent ritual of departure. The suitcase lies open, an invitation to a new beginning, as Posy continues her task with unwavering focus. Each garment is placed with care, as if sealing away memories within the fabric. The room, almost bare, echoes with the unspoken weight of farewells and unspoken promises. Posy's movements are precise, each action a step further away from the life she once knew. This night marks the end of an era for Posy. Her last night in Los Angeles. The vast expanse of Los Angeles airport stretches out, bustling with activity under the bright day. Posy approaches the steps of the plane, each step resonating with the weight of her completed mission. She ascends, the aircraft's looming presence symbolizing a departure from one chapter to the next. With each upward step, the horizon expands, mirroring the limitless possibilities awaiting her beyond the city limits. She pauses at the doorway, a silhouette against the cabin's soft light, before stepping inside. The aircraft door closes behind her, signaling the conclusion of her sojourn in Los Angeles. High above the world, Posy stares wistfully out the airplane window, her mind adrift in distant thoughts. Her smartwatch flickers to life, a haunting image of Elizabeth Short filling the small screen. The screen shifts, now displaying the face of George Hodel, his gaze piercing. Her fingers dance across the glass, magnifying Hodel's features, each tap resonating with purpose. Determination hardens Posy's gaze as she scrutinizes Hodel's face, searching for answers in his eyes. The mystery deepens as Posy remains seated, the smartwatch glowing softly in the dim cabin light. Los Angeles unfolds beneath the camera's gaze, a vast tapestry of urban dreams shimmering under the sun. Sunlight glints off skyscrapers, reflecting the relentless energy of the city. The city pulses with life, its streets a maze of stories waiting to be told. Darkness descends, a final curtain drawn on the day's drama, leaving only the promise of what's to come.